In this video, it's a collection caper. We're actually off to collect a car for the first time in 2022. Such times are unknown really here on Hubnut. Stage one, we've got to go and catch a bus. And we're already running late, aren't we, Miss Hubnut?
Yes, dear.
Yes. So let's hope we make the bus. Oh, phew, we made it. Delightful roadside spot here in Aberystwyth. Nissan Bluebird with the original AFG dealer plates on it from Plymouth. But we are here in Aberystwyth where we have a slight pause before our next bus. Bus number 2. Traffic wardens. Dovey Estuary, a lot easier to see from the top deck of a bus.
Yeah, I love those moments when you're directing me to look at the estuary when you can't see it.
No, we can today.
That's the railway bridge, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've been over there.
Beautiful spot. Well, we are nearing Mahuntcliff and our new car.
Yeah.
Woo! Right, finally swapping onto the good camera with the good microphones. We've just been into a charity shop because reasons. Why did we go into a charity shop? Shoes. Apparently new car also means new shoes.
Yeah.
We've just been to yet another disappointing cafe. New startup cafe.
Name and shame.
We're not going to name and shame, but really they need to be much better with their hygiene and customer service. When you go to pay and they say, what have you had? Not ideal. So instead we shall recommend Pennine Craft and Coffee Centre in Bow Street, which is on our way home. Very tempting to pop in there again. We went there yesterday after buying the car. Excellent customer service, lovely food, some lovely items for sale. So
the cake was supreme.
Yeah, we didn't do one of our Hub Grub reviews, sadly. We just wanted to grab lunch and go
we'll
home.
have to go again.
Yeah, stop looking at hideous things.
Reduced shoes, boyfriend.
Yeah, maybe they don't have the other one.
What?
Maybe they don't have pairs.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
We could get ice cream.
We could get ice
to
cream.
walk with.
We could. But yeah, we shall go and actually look at the car, which we have purchased and done the deal. I've still got to tax it. I've done the owner change online. And then we'll go home in it. So yeah, there's probably enough waffle. We'll go and look at the car. We may purchase ice cream.
Digress.
It was worth it just for the presentation of the building, I think. Without further ado, let's reveal the amazing vehicle. Look at that dramatic pan around. Yes, it's a metallic green Citroen Berlingo Multispace. It's got the 2-litre HDI engine. It's quite battered in places. We don't mind about that. And it's a pre-facelift. It's got all the danger. The rear wiper is looking a little sad. It does actually work. It does actually rotate. So we just need to get a new wiper arm. Something has happened bad to that a very long time ago, it would seem. So we'll sort that out.
See our friends at Tannagroys for that one.
Porth Maddock is up in North Wales. That's where this has lived all its life. I have a feeling, apart from the chap I bought it off, it might just be a one-owner vehicle.
Serviced in Dyffryn a Dudley as well.
Yeah. So
yeah, that way.
We got loads of service history with it as well. It's done about 170,000 miles. I mean, it's all handwritten notes, but we assume it's genuine. Last had a timing belt change about 90,000 miles ago. So that might be something to look at longer term. We've got some slight issues like the mismatched green wheels, which are an interesting feature.
The spare is also green. What shade do you reckon that is?
Yeah, it's an interesting shade, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, cosmetically, it's a bit all over the place. But as a family runaround,
20 years old.
Yeah, you don't really care about that. Of course, there is an absolutely whopping triangle of doom. Check the video link that's just pinged up in the corner to find out more about that, if I ever remembered to put it in. And if you're watching on a telly, it doesn't mean anything because it doesn't pop up on there. But yeah, we've got some lovely features. Like the...
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it, okay. I think we could use some cable ties we now have, because Hubnut cable ties. I think that would strengthen that up a treat. So we may look at doing that.
It looks so stylish.
Yeah, but the interior is the best bit, I think.
Remember the wipers scenario?
What?
This is similar, but with an interior.
Yeah, look at the colour. It's like yellow and green interior. Even the seatbelts are green. It's magnificent.
The dials are green.
Yeah, the dials are green. The green's falling off on
the
those.
dash is green. The gear knob was green.
Was green at one point. Yeah, it's all rubbed off. Yeah, the other door doesn't open very well. Oh, storage. We haven't got the modu top, but we have got stowage nets and a little overhead storage in the front.
And also...
Oh yes, I must demonstrate. We do actually have the underfloor storage. Look, even the carpet's green. Underfloor storage, where we shall definitely not put anything valuable. Just in case you're watching this. I have to remind myself I need to tax this vehicle before we head off on our way. Let's have a peek in the boot, shall we? Hold on, I can never remember how to release the door.
Shall I do it?
There we go.
Sliding doors for ease.
Yeah, I will get used to it. They are awful. It's the worst thing about Berlingas. Remember when we looked at one in Tannergross scrapyard and the door got
you
jammed?
got the door stuck on that one.
They're horrible things. Yeah, huge tailgate. So you've got the spare wheel just floating around in the back. I'm not actually sure where that's meant to be. Is it meant to be slung under here? Yes, I think it probably is. So I think it's meant to be under the floor. Got some lovely carpet. We haven't got a parcel shelf, but we will try and sort one of those out because it would be useful.
We are going to go and see Tannergross at some point.
It's a bit grubby, but we can clean it up. Now, the price I've paid for this magnificent vehicle, it slightly pains me. £750, which feels a lot for a battered Berlingo.
However, in the current market,
that is quite good. It is rare to see a Berlingo HDI under £1,000. And this is the condition. This will be a 3 or 4 inch quid car a couple of years ago. It's crazy how they've gone up in value.
But everything is gone.
You'll notice that unfortunately it has a tow bar.
Yes.
But I'm pleased to report it does not have twin electrics. It's not suitable for caravans.
The what?
No twin electrics.
Can we sort that?
No, it's impossible.
Yes, we can.
Should we have a nose under the bonnet?
We are having a caravan, by the way.
Yeah, let's have a nose under there.
See, yes.
I said yes. Come in here first.
Come here.
Admire my winding windows. This is absolute Povo spec. Admire my blanking plugs.
Oh, there are many.
I've got some there. I've got one over here. There's no aircon, no anything really. We've got a flap down here which conceals absolutely nothing. There's just a little bit more storage there as well. So
lovely door bins though.
Yeah, but lovely driving position too. And even though we haven't got the modu top with its glass sections, it still feels nice, light and airy.
It's got that spacious feeling, like the partner the other day.
It has, and I actually quite like this sort of it's a weird paint effect on this dashboard.
It is. It's like a bathroom in the 80s.
Yeah, and it sort of matches the degrading paint inside the speedometer binnacle. But yeah, let's have a look at some of the history.
Hold a minute, you've forgotten the most important thing.
What's that? Oh, the airbag.
No.
And cup holders. Not airbag.
2 cup holders.
2 cup holders, biro holders as well.
Oh, biro holders.
Well, we don't do any Hubnut pens yet. And a bit more storage down there. Yeah, look at the isn't the maintenance guide?
Yeah.
Record of emissions checks. And yeah, there's an awful lot of history in here. It's all handwritten notes. But yeah, look at all. Oh, we've actually got some receipts there. So springs, struts. It's actually had a front subframe at some point. Tyres were fitted. It looks like 2015, 2016 maybe. So yeah, there's the subframe, oil and filter, clutch cable, because the clutch is actually nice and light. So that's nice. It's had CV joints, wheel bearings, drop links, ball joints. Ball joints seem to pop up quite often in the MOT history on this vehicle. I'm sure you were all looking through as well. And June 2021, 2 front tyres. So yeah, it's had a lot of care, and seemingly by the same people looking at the handwriting, I think.
Well,
thank you for that. That was nice.
It's all that area of North Wales.
Yeah.
With my dog.
So yeah, we've got all the books and everything. The radio code. The radio works, but is no doubt terrible because the speakers are tiny. Got little ones there, I think.
Oh, there's 2 in the boot.
Oh, no, we've got bigger ones there.
Oh.
So maybe it's not too bad. But yeah, let's have a nose under the bonnet, and we will do a windscreen wiper demonstration at some point. I'm going to have to adjust the windscreen wipers because I think they're going a bit too far this way.
Did you test them when we test drove?
I did. They park too high up, which may have been an attempt to minimise the triangle of doom. Let's remember how to do this. That's it, push the lash that way. There is the 2-litre HDI engine. It looks like an engine bay that's done about 177,000 miles, really, doesn't it?
Tell me that.
So it's not in finest fettle, but I think there's oil in the engine. It has the electronic dipstick, and actually that oil, for a diesel, has still got some golden touches to it, so that's quite nice looking oil.
You have a suspicion of a gearbox leak, do you know?
I do think there's a gearbox oil leak, yeah. The anti-roll bar on that side, there is some oil on it, and it does smell of gearbox oil. But yeah, these rusty blades will have to be replaced. But let's do the windscreen wiper demonstration.
Shall I stand outside?
I'm staying outside, I think. Otherwise the sight might just depress me too much. I've lost the key already. There we go.
The one key.
Are we ready?
We're ready.
No, that's not too bad actually. But yeah, this area here is the Triangle of Doom. And lots of people have said, when I tested a Berlingo recently,
it's threatening a dribble of disappointment.
It's brewing a dribble. But it's due to the wrong wiper blades. These are exactly the factory wiper blades. That is a designed Triangle of Doom that has afflicted Peugeots and Citroens for far too long. I think Peugeot certainly have just got over it. Maybe it's the fact that Vauxhall and Opel are part of that, and they don't tend to have Triangles of Doom. Maybe someone had a word, but yeah, I think some new wiper blades might be an idea. They don't work too badly, but they are rusty. Fortunately, the rest of the car does not seem rusty. It seems pretty solid underneath. Yeah, just turn the ignition off. We've got a slight issue on this sill. It's had a wallop at some point. If you come down low, a couple of wallops maybe. So that needs something on it just to stop it deteriorating. But the metalwork itself is actually quite solid. So that's it. We should probably...
I don't like to tempt fate or anything, but after the Camry situation, we were very careful with the purchase of this one.
Yeah, it's still, you know, it's got issues. It's not a perfect car, but it's not perfect money.
Old, so.
Yeah, and I do hope it's going to be a better pet than the Camry. We should probably go for a drive. Oh, I left the key in.
It's very noisy.
Yeah, it does that, which the Toyota does as well, I think. So they have something in common. Start the engine. Nice and smooth HDI engine. It's the same engine that was in our C5, but in a slightly lower state of tune. Just 90 brake horsepower here. So it's no tyre shredder, but compared to the 1.9 non-turbo diesel, it feels brisk enough. Steering feels slightly heavier, I think. I could be dreaming that. There's an odd creak that comes from the back, but I don't think it's the rear suspension arms. Doesn't seem. I think it's just something vibrating. It doesn't.
Yeah, I think so.
It doesn't have the negative camber that indicates that the rear arm bearings are absolutely stuffed. Airbag light is flashing on. Oh, we can just hear the turbo whistling away. I like that.
Oh look!
Another Berlingo. That would be an M59 facelift. This is the M49 pre-facelift.
So this is kind of our dabble into Berlingos, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. I'm not saying this is going to be a massively long-term car. This is
it may be that
test
we
the
love it
water.
and we keep it forever, but this is our sort of test the waters of Berlingos. It happens it has the interior that you're madly in love with.
Yeah, I like the colour.
Red and blue, don't they, as well?
Yeah, when they first came out, the Berlingos, they were very colourful inside, and they gradually made them boring again.
But yeah, this is kind of our little test the waters without a massive investment, and see if we genuinely do really like them. But I think green is surely quite unusual. I can't remember seeing a green with
No,
interior.
no, the blues and reds were the most common. Hold on, we got a Volvo Polestar. You think that's going well for you, madam, isn't it? That's a magnificent bit of driving.
So obviously our very stylish mirror is going to have to be replaced. Does anybody know if we can pop the little green panel off and put it onto another mirror? Because I don't think we're going to find a green mirror.
Well, cable ties are going to fix that. What are you on about?
Okay, we're going to cable tie it.
Yeah.
Can we genuinely not tow a caravan? Have you genuinely lied to me?
I haven't lied to you.
Yes,
I said
you
it had a
have.
tow bar.
Yeah, we've been talking about caravans positively for like the past 24 hours.
I was just lying to you.
Can we tow a caravan with this vehicle?
Yes.
Okay then. I was excited.
Oh, someone thinks we're now getting a caravan.
Oh no, someone knows we're down there.
Oh, that
Yeah.
nice, smooth talk delivery. Yeah, it gets to 60 a little more readily than the non-turbo. Do my window up because it's quite loud. Let's put, what do we want? We want that on feet and face, really, don't we? The heater controls are a long way down.
That is quite a long way down.
Yeah, and put the fan on, there we go. I have checked the fan works on all speeds. That can be a weakness on these, but yeah.
You know, we haven't tested
What?
popping out the windows at the back.
We haven't popped out the windows. I'm slightly scared that they'll fall out because
I'm
it's
slightly
French.
concerned.
Yeah.
Oh god. I tell you what, we'll pick up the Hubnuts and they can test it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my god, that worked earlier. How could you break the car?
Yeah, it seems to drive very nicely. I have to get some fuel at some point. But yeah, this is us testing the waters of Berlingo ownership. I don't think this one will be a surprise to very many people at all.
No, I think when we've done our little hints on Twitter and whatnot and social media
Yeah,
variously,
Berlingo gets shouted quite
Berlingo
often.
has been shouted quite a lot.
But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully this is the family car we truly need.
Yes.
So
Well, it's going to be superb for socials, isn't it?
yeah, and it's going to take the load off Betty, and I've got a load of
Yeah.
parts for Betty to collect, and I've been thinking, I need a van to go and collect those parts.
Oh, man.
I own a van, so that's good.
But the
I don't remember to tax it, did I?
no, the fuel economy is significantly better on this. Than
Yeah,
Betty.
this should do 45-50 to the gallon, and Betty just won't.
Just won't.
No.
But I got to say, even this morning, we were playing car Tetris, as is standard, and Ian said, "Oh yeah, I'm going to take Betty up to the unit. I'm going to leave
You're
Betty
talking and not showing your face
up
again.
there." Yeah, I'm going to take
Shy?
Betty. I'm going to look out the window.
Okay.
I'm going to take Betty up there, ladies and gentlemen. Betty is not at the unit. Betty is
No.
still at home.
No, I had to move Myrtle anyway, and I thought we might as
No,
well just
you
take
didn't.
Myrtle.
You did not have to move Myrtle. You could have left Myrtle.
No. I have to open the window again, it's blooming warm.
Oh, you could turn on the air. Oh.
Oh.
But no, this feels good, and the Hubnut's approved before we got it.
Yeah, I mean, I would love a later one with the better front. I actually prefer the looks of this front end, but the later facelift is much safer in a crash and more likely to have air conditioning. I'd even risk a 1.6 HDI. But,
Well, we were discussing that on the way up, weren't
yeah.
we? And you
Because later
wanted...
ones you get things like armrests on the driver's
Oh, that was lovely in Cicely.
seat. Cruise control is the dream as well. To have cruise control would be lovely. I've become addicted to cruise control.
But you wanted the 1.6 HDI to see if you could run it happily.
Yeah, see if it breaks or not.
Hmm.
But yeah, should be fun. So stay tuned to see progress. I suspect we'll be popping to Tannergrois to see if they've got any Berlingos left to
Woohoo!
raid for parts. I know James Walsh from Practical Classics went and did a raid not long after our first video there. But hopefully this will be sensible family motoring for family Hubnut.
Take number what is this?
Yeah.
For sensible family motoring? But no, this is sensible. Run around, family, spacious.
Yeah, but it's also the fact that it's got a nice comfortable ride. It handles tidily in a way most of my cars don't. So it's much better suited to these Welsh roads than Betty is.
Yeah.
Betty is the distance champion, but for bombing around locally, I think this should be an awful lot better.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we're taking it home from Machynlleth now, so that's a good run.
Yeah.
And then we'll be taking it to Swansea very soon.
Yeah.
Won't we? So, oh, look at all our Berlingo friends.
Yeah. That's the next generation Berlingo, which is quite a lot bigger. They're starting to come down in price. It's slightly weird that they have been getting quite cheap now, but the earlier generation, based on this body shell, seem to be going up in price. So there's some overlap. So the Hubnut way to do it would be to buy the next generation, I think. But
Yeah.
let's see how this one goes first. We might fall in love with this one. Doesn't have a name yet, but I'm sure the Hublets will come up with something when we collect them later on.
Bogey.
No, not bogey. No,
Not bogey?
not bogey with lingo, no.
Oh, but it's green though.
Oh, I love this. Just put your foot down 40 mile an hour in 5th gear and just gently increases in speed. It doesn't so much accelerate, it just comfortably ambles.
Are you happy with your purchase?
I think so, yeah. My own confidence has taken a knock. I don't know why. I've spent my whole life buying terrible cars and making really bad buying decisions, but I'm hoping this one is going to be okay.
Yeah. I think it's because it's all about that family wagon and the pressure of having that family wagon.
Yeah. Yeah, the Camry was not a good purchase. I haven't bought another car since the Camry. So bad was that a purchase. So, yeah. Hopefully this will be much better.
Yeah. And it's not an end of the world amount of money if you know it goes pear-shaped.
No. I mean, that's another reason that's pushed the values up. Scrap values are way high at the moment. So there's probably 250, 300 quid scrap value on this. So don't stand to lose too much if it all went catastrophically wrong. But
Poor
we
bogey.
obviously,
Talking about scrap
I know. We hope that doesn't happen, obviously. But yeah, we should keep you posted. We should give her a good clean, try and fix some of the more pressing issues, and otherwise it's just family duty. So I'm looking forward to it. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget you can head to the Hubnut store. We do not have any Berlingo merchandise just yet, but we do have these fetching Because French hoodies and t-shirts available on our spring store, as well as lots of other things on the main store. We will be restocking Triangle of Doom t-shirts. I know there's been demand for those, and now we've got a Triangle of Doom again. Very, very important to get those restocked, so they are on the way. But yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and we shall see you in a future video. Farewell. Oh, blanking plugs.
Ooh, ouch.